This is Monday with the Mayor. Today we're in Loogootee with Mayor Noel Harty. Noel, so you have several things going on in Loogootee right now. We're about halfway through the year. Are we on target for where we want to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think the expectation should always be more than actually what, if you're expecting more than what you get, then that sets with the goals. But this year's been an unusual year, especially for like our swimming pool, because we've had such inclement weather. The rain has really made it apprehensive to even open certain days. We open at noon and close at 6, and then the parties, fortunately, I think we've been able to have most of those, but it makes it, it really makes it hard when there's a downpour, and especially, when you're getting ready to open at noon and there's a downpour and you're expecting rain, and then at 1 o'clock, or 2 o'clock, it's all over, and then you've got to try to call employees and so forth and get them in. As far as in general, our street employees, they've been working on, doing potholes and so forth, and we're working on a stormwater grant right now, and that will be due. We'll know for sure in November if we're going to get that, and that will be for hopefully around $500,000 to $750,000. And speaking of rain, that stormwater, if we can get that done, that'll help with a lot of the rain when it comes down. And because right now with some of the substandard stormwater conditions that we have, or in probably parts of the city doesn't even have a stormwater system, that rain doesn't have anywhere to go. So this year it's been a proven point with all of this rain and inclement weather.
Yeah, and speaking of being on target, you have a common council meeting scheduled for tonight.
For this evening. Last month, it's kind of a continuation of last month's meeting. The Humane Society has came and asked us to enter into some type of an agreement. They 60%, give or take a little, of the animals that they take in based on their records are from the city of Loogootee, and that's throughout the whole county. Currently, they receive some money from the county. The city years ago chose to lease them the land for $1 so they could build their facility, and since that time we've done some but have not done necessarily anything on an annual basis to help with the cost. And so they're going to come back this evening. They were here last month to see what we could do to assist with that, and so basically what we will have to do is probably enter into some local agreement that they're providing a service, and then it's up to the Common Council how much we pay or offer to contribute to that service. So that's one of the main topics. The budget will be mentioned, along with Board of Works will be first, and most of that is water adjustments and nothing real big. So we'll be talking about blacktopping, which is supposed to transpire in a couple weeks. So.
So Westgate is having a...
Yeah, tomorrow will mark their 1-year anniversary. It doesn't seem possible that Purdue University will be, has taken over the Westgate Academy. And I don't know if taken over is the best way to put it, but they have occupied it and have been going strong ever since. They offer a lot of opportunities. And in fact, IU just opened an office there about a month ago. And anyway, they're offering a lot of opportunities there that didn't exist, and some of those opportunities are for people that already work at Crane and for leadership, and they're offering different courses and so forth, so that they don't, like yourself or me, we don't have to drive to Bloomington or necessarily drive to Indianapolis to take a class, or Lafayette for that matter. Now we've got it right at our back door, and with the engineering component at Crane, probably half of the people are engineers, or a good percentage of the people that work at Crane. So, having Purdue right at your back door, that's got to be a plus.
Yeah, that's excellent. So they're having a showcase.
At 3:30 tomorrow, they're having between 3:30 and 6, I believe. They're having, maybe even be 6:30, they're having a showcase there for 3 hours. And a lot of the leadership at Crane will be there, of course, and it's happy anniversary to that, and hopefully many years to come. I see that really taken off. I think it was the real turning point for Westgate Academy, and yeah, I think prior to it was they made a lot of strides, but I think with Purdue occupying the facility now at Westgate, it's a win-win for everyone.
I'd agree. And then tell me a little bit about what the KFC's got going on.
Saturday night, they're going to have for our, it's hard to believe we're talking about high school basketball in July, but they're having a fundraiser, the KFC's at 6:30 on Saturday night. They're going to have bingo. And for the anyone who would like to come out and support the Linebackers, and all the proceeds, of course, go to the Linebackers, which is basically the high school basketball program. So.
Okay, and then we have the Southern Indiana Development Commission.
It's on Wednesday evening, and it's their quarterly meeting. And for those that don't know a whole lot about Southern Indiana Development Commission, their office is here in Loogootee. I believe they have an 8-county region here. And they basically have, if you want a grant through Okra or you want a grant for any type, basically, that's who you go to first, and you see how they can assist you, or, they're more aware of the opportunities that are out there for about any type of grant possible, versus just going on your own and trying to call around and all that. That's who we go to first, and also our community foundation. But they really assist with grants from A to Z, like stormwater to blacktopping, the community crossings to, you name it, basically, they're aware of it. Though grants, we all know, and they would be the first to tell you, they're not as easy to get as we all think they are. So. But anyway, their quarterly meeting's Wednesday night at Odin at 6:30.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, we appreciate you guys coming up, and our pool. It's a shame the weather's been like it is, but you got to take the punches and go with it, and maybe July will end out with a bang. It seems like if it's not raining and the weather's hot, we did have a couple of nice weather days over the weekend, but other than that, it's been pretty warm.
Yeah, how long is it set to be open for this season?
It will be, in the past we tried opening it on the weekends after school started, but that's just not been real successful for us. So it'll be August 7th. On Tuesday will be the last day. So school starts August 8th. It's hard to believe. So
yeah, right around the corner.
Yep, for sure.
This has been Monday with the Mayor. We're here in Loogootee with Noel Harty. For WJTS, I'm Jurnee Davis.